All right, hey guys. So it's April 2021, and here we're making the budget. Um, so not working, so no paycheck, and not expecting any referral income this month. If I get something, I get something, and that's cool, but not expecting anything. Um, Unemployment, as you can see here, I got $798 so far this month, and that is 1 week of payment, and I'll have 4 weeks of that. So that's where the $3,192 comes from. So this is what it was last month, and it will be the same this month. So if you haven't watched my budget review yet from March, then yes, I have started getting my unemployment again. There is 1 week that they still owe me back pay of about $600. So it's also possible that that could get paid out at this time too. And then let's go down here. So car insurance should be the same. And as always, when I'm making this, I'm filming this on the 2nd of the month, and I've not categorized any transactions yet. Mint just auto categorizes stuff and does it wrong most of the time. I've not paid my car insurance, so I have no idea what this $9 is for. That said, gas has been going up month after month after month, and that whole ship stuck in the Suez Canal thing didn't help. So that continues to go up. I'm going to leave the gas budget at 125, but just don't be surprised if it goes over that. I only have one trip to Columbus planned, but I am going to have to start taking some trips for work, and it's kind of hard to separate out the gas that you use for work versus the gas that you're using for your own stuff. So I can't categorize it separately, but just know that we may well go over this because now that I've finally moved out of the office, I have to take some time to actually work on the YouTube channel, and that means traveling. Now my electric bill, as you saw last month, it was this high because I had to pay the deposit, but it's still so high, so high. Like I never had a bill over $25 when I lived in Columbus, and that apartment was more than double the size of this one. But even still, and even though I've been able to turn my heat off a little bit here and there as it started to warm up, my bill for this month is $92.69. And it's just ridiculous that I live in a state that has like 100% coal sourced energy, which is supposed to be cheap, and my bill is just absolutely exorbitant. But $92.69 is what this is going to be this month. So I'm just going to change this to $93. Okay, so this is 93. Now, this was already positive, so just keep in mind we're already good for the month. Then internet, as far as I know, should be right around in the $60 range. In fact, I just checked the bill and it's $59.10, so this is correct. Mobile phone, it is normally $78, and we had been going over. For this month and this month only, it's going to be double this because I've been saying for the last couple months that somehow I got a month behind. So I'm always on a past due amount, but I want to go ahead and fix that this month. And I just checked that, and $170.52 is what the full amount will be. So I'll change this to $171, and then we'll get that caught back up. Student loan should be the same. And then fast food and dining, keep in mind, there's no way I've spent that much already. We'll keep these the same. But groceries, ever since I moved to West Virginia, I have consistently gone over on groceries. And I don't know if prices of food raised or if they just cost more here. I don't know what the situation is, but I am actually going to change this, even though this has been the same for a couple of years. Put $250 on there. So not a huge increase, but enough to hopefully cover some of the increased costs. Not planning any gifts or donations this month. And this doctor, this is just the $285 that's carried over since January. with as busy as I've been, I have just not been able to go get this done. And I'm not even sure I'll be able to in April, but let's just leave it on there until I do it. And then here's the big one. So mortgage and rent. My apartment rent is $500 and my office rent is $300. And thank God I am finally out of the office. And now that I'm out of the office, I can make a whole video for you guys telling you that entire ridiculous situation. That's going to be a story time because it's just completely insane. But the good thing is that means I don't have to pay $300 this month or forevermore. And also, when I moved in here, I overpaid by $5. That was in February. I forgot to take it off March's rent, but I did take it off April's rent. So I've paid $495 for rent. So it would be $500, but because I took the $5 off that I'd overpaid before, it's $495. So that is exactly what that should be. Now, obviously, that's going to give us quite a bit more money up here. And then storage will be the same. Business expenses, I do plan to have business expenses this month. Part of it will be gas, which I'm going to do my best to separate out from regular gas. But I would say probably like business meals, because I got to travel a little bit for what I'm doing. And hopefully that'll be enough to cover everything for the month. Laundry, I've got to go get my duvet cleaned. It's just been too long. And clothing, I do need some things. I'm not 100% sure if I'll order anything this month, but I'll keep it on there just in case. And then stuff for mom. Mom said that starting at the end of March, they did start to allow people to come visit, limited to an hour right now. But I definitely will be paying the $65 for her storage, and then I will be maybe bringing her food or something like that. She likes me to bring her like fast food when I visit her. But whatever I do get for her, it's not going to be very much more than the storage rent. And then, of course, we don't budget for everything else. Down here, nothing to the moving fund, nothing to retirement. The pay off second student loan, this is actually calculated up here under goals and is calculated as an additional $78, but it's really included in the student loan payment here. And then I was able to get this to change because if you remember in previous budgets, this was like 80 some dollars and it would not let me change the amount. I finally got it to change to 47. And this is still inaccurate by a couple dollars, but for the most part, that's about what it is. So that being the case, we do have a balanced budget. Looks like I'm going to have $744 left over, and that's got to cover all of my things that I didn't budget for, any crazy things that happen. One thing that I do have to tell you guys is I'm going to be making a big payment to the IRS this month. Essentially, my 2018 taxes, I still have not been able to get fixed. That's a whole long story, and I'll try to put a card up above to the story explaining that whole situation. But I got a letter from the IRS the other day basically saying that because that's now 3 years ago, that they're trying to collect on the money that they think they deserve from me, which they don't, but because of the way the amended taxes were screwed up, like they think that I have to file a second amended return, and it's just kind of like this weird thing right now. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and pay it so that they don't try to like levy me or something. It's like $700. I'm going to pay that, and then I'm going to continue on with fixing the taxes from 2018. I'm going to have to go to like H&R Block or someplace like that, get them to fix the thing that was the problem with the amended return. And so I'll be out the amount I have to pay the tax preparer, but I will get all the money back eventually that I'm going to put forward right now to pay this amount off. It's just to keep any problems from being caused with the IRS. But in the end, like I will get all this money back. It's just kind of, okay, it's really inconvenient right now, but that's what I'm going to be doing. And then I will file the amended return. And at this point, they're taking like a year to process those. So in 2022 or 2023, I should finally get the money back from 2018. But other than that, guys, basically the plan this month is budget with me, budget review for March. I do, of course, have filmed the 2021 financial goals, which that will be edited and up this month. And I can't guarantee a ton of videos this month, but I'm much less pressed for time than I have been since December. So some of the short little videos that I've already got recorded and just need to edit, that'll probably happen this month. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we'll do our live stream as well. So anyway, guys, that's where things are for this month. Things are looking pretty good. And as you saw from the budget review, I'm at my peak net worth ever. So things are going really well right now. So that said, just be patient with me, but I will have a few videos up for you this month, and I will see you guys then.